Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be going into Game 3 here between Glade and Oxygen for the finals of cybergamer.com.au and Western Digital SciStorm event in 2010. It is going to be $17.50 up for grabs for the winner of this match. A loser gets $12.50, so it's still a good consolation prize, but you want that gold. We are in Game 3, Oxygen and Glade, currently 1-1. I am unstable. I'm joined here by Toby1. Man, we've been seeing some great games so far. What do you expect from Oxygen this time?
Oh, I expect Oxygen to try and be aggressive, but I don't think he's going to be able to. The perfect spawn for Glade up there on the 2, while Oxygen is stuck all the way down on the 8. It's a long way to go, and Moonglade is going to literally reach his arms out and have a great old time expanding out. I'm predicting Oxygen. He wants to be aggressive, but he'll have to go defense.
Yeah, well, this is great positions for Glade here. He can expand very, very easily. The long rush distance is going to not really shut down any early aggression, but certainly give Glade that extra couple of seconds timing window, so which is really good. But in the meantime, we'll just see standard stuff. No cheese coming from Oxygen. Very strange here. He's definitely improved his play since the Blizzard Invitational, where a lot of people just passed him off as a cheesing noob, but definitely not anymore. I think he's shut up his critics these days.
Yeah, he definitely has. Looks like Glade, now that he realises that Oxygen is on the far side, he's going to go straight for that early expansion. Drone's already seen that. Needs the extra 10 minerals, and up pops the hatchery, and Glade's going to get himself well ahead in this game, and he's really going to be comfortable. Really going to be comfortable in this match.
Yeah, definitely. So he does have an expansion up. He's probably going to be going for a 14 pull as well. Sorry, he's already at 15 drones, so he's probably going to be a little bit later pull than normal, going for a very economical build. In the meantime, his drone does pop up. He's trying to harass on this SCV building the barracks, but he's going to have to back off here as the second SCV comes in. Here we go. Having a look around.
So what's this back off? When has a Glade drone ever really backed off?
Yeah, Glade's drones notorious for being game changers, especially with the way they scout and how they can keep alive. But in the meantime, we do have that. Spawning pool is down now, so we're about 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the replay, and the spawning pool's already down. We've got a factory coming and an orbital command for Oxygen, and we've got a gas deal from Glade. So we will be seeing him cancel and reapply that 2 or 3 times at least to keep the scouting up in this game.
Yeah, the hilarious thing is that Oxygen has only just managed to actually scout out Glade, sees the expansion, saw the spawning pool, and he just literally checked every other point bar the one that he needed to, and now finds himself, yep, there goes the cancel again, so Extractor going up once again, Marine being sent down there to try and deal with that one, but it's a job that only one Marine cannot do. Glade, with the hatchery now completed, another queen on the way. That's going to be double the amount of, there's in fact 2 queens on the way. It's going to be double the amount of lava coming out, and Glade can easily pump out a massive army very, very fast.
Is the drone going to make it? No, the drone gets taken out, unfortunately for Glade. In the meantime, he's getting a second queen. 2 queens at once, actually. Very, very drone heavy at the moment. He doesn't even have a single Zergling. He's got 4 on the way now, but that's really okay because he knows exactly what's coming, especially with those drones only just dying. Then there's only 2 Marines there. We do have the swap over for the reactor and the factory, so we're going to be seeing Hellions coming out now. In the meantime, we do have spine crawlers going up in Glade's base as 2 lava injects come up, so he's going to be able to power a lot of drones and things pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, he knew those Hellions were coming. The second you see that reactor popping up, and it's like, oh, is that a factory? Not building on top of it? You'll be on top of it. And the Hellion harass. It's worked so well for Oxygen so far. We've seen a lot of damage really come out from those guys, and they're about to run into one Ling as one Ling gets blasted. He goes down to 7 HP, finally gets brought down, and Glade sends another one straight past him. But those Hellions are on their way. That Spine Crawler's going to have a very easy time. In fact, he's actually put 3 up, 1 to watch the back mineral line, and 2 to make sure it doesn't actually go up. But they're not going to be built in time. It's only going to be 1 of them, so the Queen's going to do a very, very hard job. They're going to go around that backside. The Queen doesn't want to get off that creep, but she's going to slow down if she does too. Spine Crawler's only half done, so the drone line forced to actually fall back here. The Queens are there, the Lings are there to make sure the Hellions don't get through into the main line. While that's happening, they're buying themselves time. The Spine Crawler's almost completed too, and well, Oxygen's harassment, they've claimed, well, what have we got? One Zerg is all they got from that harassment around the expo.
Yeah, that's alright though. We're about 6 minutes 30 seconds into the replay now. I'm just pulling out the timing so we don't get desynced again. But here we go. So Starport now finishing for Oxygen. He's going to lift it up. Oh, no, never mind. He's going to drop it down and onto that reactor to get some dropships or Vikings, which is going to be nothing. Okay, there we go. It's going to be dropships. with a tech lab coming out on the factory. So we're going to be seeing the same kind of play here coming from Oxygen. He has repaired both of those Hellions. Link Speed and a Roach Warren on the way from Glade. Still no Lair as of yet, though. So he's probably going to hold that off a little bit longer, hold off as long as he can, drone as hard as he can as well. So that's going to be interesting to see when he chooses to tech up there. Baneling Nest coming down as well from Glade now, so seeing maybe another Baneling bust, I'm not sure.
This is really interesting to actually see Oxygen pull all his units in so far. The Overlord of Glade just tried to go for a bit of a scout, but he didn't actually get to see anything considering all the barracks being picked up, brought towards the front door. There's a new command center now going down at the 47 mark. The dropships are full and they're on their way. So the Overlord on the backside will actually spot that as well. And there's a couple of Lings already just sitting around. I say a couple. There's like 12 or 15 of them actually hanging around Glade's main base. So they're ready for this dropship as well. It's like Glade is already predicting what exactly Oxygen has planned.
Definitely a nice scan there by Oxygen before as well, right on top of the Baneling Nest, which is really unfortunate for Glade. But here we go, the drop is going to come back at the back. The Overlord does see it, unfortunately, for Oxygen. The Overlord sees exactly what's coming. Lots of Lings just going to hang out underneath the dropships, as the Queen does take quite a few hits. I think he's going to drop at the bottom, though, try and get a few kills. There we go. Drop at the bottom.
Drop.
Gets one drone kill. But that's it, unfortunately. As we jump back in here, are we going to have lots of units? No, he did not get many kills at all with that. And Oxygen now going to just drop at the top. Oh my god, this is going to be very frustrating for Moonglade, as he's probably going to split up his units now. No, he's going to get a lot of nice surround on all those. The Queen might be able to take out one of the dropships, though. Oh, he does get one of the dropships. That's huge for him. And in the meantime, the Queen, another Queen down the bottom. Is he going to drop to these units? No. He gets quite a few drone kills as well, though. Moonglade really having a hard time dealing with this harass at the moment. But second dropship does go down, and the lair is going to go down straight away after stopping that harass there. In the meantime, we've got a command center going into an orbital command for Oxygen. We have 3 racks, 1 starport, 1 factory for him as well. We got siege research as well. So that was been an okay exchange for Oxygen there, really.
Yeah, it's good, but he's still going to get caught on that one base, and Moonglade expanding out once again. There we go. There's the second expo dropping on down. The Lings just trying to push on in there. They find the siege tank, already researched on the siege mode too, so loses a fair amount of his Lings during that one. And Oxygen will now push himself out. Knows he needs to stay at least, well, one behind the Zerg is slightly okay. But this is what I was talking about. He wanted to be aggressive. He wanted to try and push in there. But
oh my god, he sniped the 2 SCVs. Oh, White sniped one of them building the refinery and then gets away. Forces a stim too. That is huge. So.
No, that's actually right. There's fantastic work. Now the SCVs have to go up there to complete those refineries up. Unfortunately for Glade, it's going to cost him in those Roaches and those Lings. There's the Marauders with those concussive shells just able to slow them down. And, well, it's a great way of picking them off.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have that third base coming down for Moonglade as well with a Baneling Speed and a Spire. So we're going to be into a generic, really, unit mix for Glade. Probably Infestors soon down the track as well once this third base gas starts mining as well. So we got 2 more ranks coming down for Oxygen. And it looks like he might be going a little bit of a push here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right time to actually push out the spine crawlers. Look at Glade. He wants to move his defense line a little bit further forward with those spine crawlers. More Banelings now morphing themselves up. They they will be up in time considering the amount of time it's taking Oxygen to move himself across the map. They will definitely be ready in time. And those Lings to be on the front roads. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. There's more Lings on the way out. That the hooks aren't actually done yet, so they won't have the extra speed. But even then, we're seeing a Spire now coming out from Glade as well, throwing it up at the back of his natural, and it could be damaging. Off goes the scans, trying to push that creep tumor back. They're going to come in range of the spine crawlers, and I think they keep on having troubles with a bit of lag, so something's not quite right. But the siege tanks now going to move themselves in. They've got the support. The medibacks are pretty good as well, and the Marine Marauder combination's pretty good, massing up a hell of a lot more Marines than Marauders, ready to push in on this main base. Those Banelings, though, if they get the hit, the hooks are up. They're going to have that extra speed. There's going to be no way they can run out of this one. Siege tanks already hitting on top of one of those spine crawlers. Now they're going to focus off a little bit more. The scan's going off once again. Glade waiting his time out, actually letting the spine crawlers die, because he's waiting for the mutas to actually finish, which they just do. The mutas will now be part of this battle. 8 mutas popping out during that battle. So, and still haven't pushed in. Glade keeps up his resources. It's only cost him 3 spine crawlers for this delay.
Yeah, nice choice by Glade, keeping a cool head, doesn't want to give anything away. And here he goes! Lots of the Leagues coming in, they're going to get a surround on those Marines. The Mutalisks are going to be targeting those tanks there by the looks of it. Bangley's taking out all the Marines. Oh my god, that was huge for Glade. More Bangleys on creep. You can't outrun Bangleys with speed on creep, buddy. But oh my god, those Bangleys just taking everything out. Muta's cleaning up the rest of the forces. That was not what Oxygen wanted to happen.
Nah, that's so crippling, and there's more mutas, 7 more on the way to actually go with the 8 that already exist, which are looking for the harassment. The Marines that try to fall back there, he's going to ignore it. He's going to go straight in towards Oxygen's base. Going to find a nice little siege tank sitting on the side there. That is not something he wanted to actually go down. The tank does take a fall. Now they're going to come in, sniping off these SCVs, stopping the armory as well as the engineering bay, and now attacks the mineral line. There's nothing there. There's no SAM size. There's no nothing. The Marines trying to move themselves down as well, trying to get themselves closer to those Mutalisks, which have actually got even more reinforcements on the way. 15 units of Mutalisks now on the way through, and well, who are they going to go for? It's going to be the natural expansion. Those mutas, they're going to harass Oxygen into oblivion.
Yeah, absolutely. Glade is now double the income of Oxygen. So many of these units are going down. Glade being really effective with these Mutalisks. I don't see how Oxygen can come back from this one. He's stuck pretty much on 1 base at the moment. Glade is now on 4, and these Mutalisks still causing havoc, forcing stims left, right, and center from the Marines as well, just draining down so many of those things, and just running back and forth in the mineral line, getting more and more SCV kills. The longer it takes, the more the Glaive actually tanks. But Vikings are going to try and force away these mutas now, but in the meantime, we've got more mutas coming in from the left-hand side. So that's 19 Mutalisks to deal with for Oxygen. He has to call GG sometime soon. There's no way he can deal with all this.
But Moonglade to switch everything into the big ball of fuzz, which is the mutas. Look at pulling the SCVs up to his expansion, and there, you're right, the GG call does come out. He's lost almost every single worker he had, and Moonglade now makes it 2-1. 2-1. He is 1 win away from actually taking out the 1750. That is how much is at stake here, not to mention the honour of being named the best man.
Absolutely.